Hi everyone, and welcome back to Alana and Jamie. We're carrying on with the biggest relationship mistakes. This is part number 2 in communication, where we're really going to be kind of digging down into the fact that words are very, very powerful, and we really have the ability to build beautifully or to destroy.
Yeah, so the mistake that we're talking about is the underestimation of the power of words. I remember when I was a kid in school, you know, that moment where that teacher said something really horrible to me. Now, when I say I remember it verbatim, word for word. And
we all remember something like that, right?
Yeah, it's been like 35 years. Because those words were horrible and they were harsh and they are etched somewhere in my memory. You know, they're etched there. They're not forgotten. Words that you say that can be threatening, insulting, undermining, express regret for being in a relationship with a person that you really love and want to be in a relationship with, that doesn't go away so easily.
Yeah, I see this all the time and say to people, it doesn't make your relationship, it's not this qualifying factor in a relationship that makes a relationship really good, that you can say really disgusting things to someone when you're in a bad mood and like they just forgive you and we move on. Of course they forgive you, and of course we all move on, but don't think it doesn't have an impact. And you don't have to share every thought that comes into your mind, every mood. You don't have to share that, because you know you're on one, you know you're having a bad day, this, that and the other. You don't have to bring up today that I regret the day I ever married you and what the heck do I do this for? That stuff hurts, and it's not even true. The next day you're going to apologize, right?
Right, so you hear people saying, oh, we have such a wonderful, honest relationship. We can tell each other anything, and you know, one person's saying anything and the other person's kind of like dying on the inside, right? Words are sharp, words can really make an impact, and there's a responsibility to use them with consideration for what they're doing to the other person.
Now on the other side, how about we have such a great relationship because we constantly seek to build each other. We're not talking about avoiding issues. That's not the case here. You don't avoid issues, you work things through, but with kindness, with objectivity, with a sensitivity in your language. And if you need to exaggerate, and you know, then only in the positive. Always be telling the person how much you love them, how much you care about them, how excited you are about the relationship. Share the positive. Learn to use words to build, not to destroy.
And use explicit words. Sometimes people, you know, they fade out, like the I love yous, you're wonderful. They want to know why. They want to know details, appreciation. They want to know that you have real insight as to why they're special, why they mean so much to you. Different people need different sorts of words, but don't assume that, oh, they know how I feel, so I don't have to say anything. Saying it reinforces it. Right. Saying beautiful things to someone really builds them. Right,
and saying nasty things really cuts them, even if they say it's okay, even if they say it's great communication. So let's reframe this right now.
Let's reframe this. Okay, so in terms of the negative, if you don't mean it, be careful not to say it. That's the rule. Right. Don't say horrible things and expect the other person to know that you didn't mean it just because you happen to say it.
And by mean it, we mean, not I mean it right now, like I mean it. This is a serious thing. I've thought about this. This is real.
Yeah, that's right. I'm really happy that I married you. Maybe on a really bad day, I thought to myself, oh, I can't believe I married you. But that's not what I mean. What I mean is I want to be with you and I'm happy that I married you. So careful with the alternative. You can do a lot of damage. That's the reframe. That's the rule for the negative. If you don't really mean it, don't really say it.
And then the positive?
If you do mean it, if you do feel it, make sure that you do say it. Don't assume they know it. Maybe they know it, but tell them anyway. Be lavish and generous with your kind words.
That's right. Be careful on one side, be generous on the other.
Side.
Okay.